Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I am sitting here with my dad, John
Hello.
Wayne. Say hello to everyone.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha's father.
So today we're going to be discussing hypogammaglobulinemia, and we're discussing this because my dad actually has that. And it's also, in another more broad term, it can be called CVID, common variable immunodeficiency, correct?
Yep.
Yes. Getting into it, let's discuss how you got diagnosed. How did you find out you had hypogammaglobulinemia?
Well, you know, I was used to, when I was young, I always had a lot of ear infections, and I'd come down with colds all the time, and they used to give me triple doses of antibiotics, and one time, you know, the doctor gave it and said, if he has any rash or anything, let us know, because then we'll have to say he's allergic to it. And so one time, I guess when I woke up, I was probably just from the bed, but I had a rash, so I didn't have no more penicillin after that. And then I went to the National Guard, and they had a tag on me, allergic to penicillin. And then when I got about 30-some, I asked my doctor, how come I keep getting colds all the time and sick? And she said it's probably an allergy. And so she sent me to an allergist, and they did that test on the back and put everything in me, and everything came out negative, so I had no allergies. But then they took a blood sample. They tested for the gamma globulins, and they found out that I was very low, hardly had anything of all the 5 categories of gamma globulins. And so from then they knew what I had, but they said that I appeared healthy enough that they were going to treat me with antibiotics, but they said I should be really sick, but I don't look really sick, so that's what they did. So I did that till I was 60, almost 67. But
So until this year.
yeah.
So how long do you think you had this condition before you actually got diagnosed? Because you said you've been getting sick.
Yeah, it was probably I had it all my life probably,
Yeah.
and it just didn't get diagnosed till I was about 30-something, and then I didn't get the actual treatment till I was last December. I was almost 67 then, and then they've been once a month I go and I get intravenous immunoglobulins. It's called Gamma Guard. I get 40 grams of that once a month or every 4 weeks, and it helped me out a lot. I used to be on antibiotics all the time, and now I'm pretty antibiotic free, and
Which is good.
yes,
Yeah.
so it's much better, big improvement. I look back and I said, wow, I should have been doing this my whole life. Just before I started this therapy, I had a really bad case of pneumonia, and I was, you know, spitting blood up all the time and everything like that. And so after that bout of that, you know, I went to a quick care, and they gave me a real strong antibiotic, but it didn't really solve the problem. I went to my regular doctor, and he had me go for an x-ray, and he actually went with me at the same place that he practices, and we came back, and he said, yeah, you have pneumonia, so we're going to give you 3 antibiotics, and we're going to give you 1 the buttocks now, and then 2 orally. So I did that, and then after a week or so, I finally cleared up, and then we talked about it, and he said I should go, you know, we should see a immunologist, and so went through the process there, and good thing that I finally they said, wow, your numbers are really low, and you know, I can't believe that you could have had this your whole life, but I think I did. And so then I've had that since, and since then I haven't really been on antibiotics. I've been good. So
Yeah. What would you say are the pros and cons of the IVIG?
well, the pros is my body doesn't produce the immunoglobulins on their own. It's very low and everything, and they have 5 categories of it's 5 different categories, like, but the main one is IgG, and that's the one I get, and that's like far more important than any of the other 4. When the doctor checks he only checks 3 of them. He checks the IgG and the IgA and the IgM.
Would you say there's any cons?
Any cons to having the treatment?
Yeah.
No, not for
Any
me.
side effects,
Well,
anything?
no, I mean, just minor ones. I mean, I had where my IV, where
Oh, well.
it went, like, it went out of the vein and it was going in through and I had like a big bubble, but it all disperses in the system, so it's good because they do subcutaneous IVIG, and so it was all good.
So basically he's saying that his treatment outweighs any type of con, and basically
yes.
he's saying there's no cons other than
Right.
the IV situation, but that's not even, that happened to me before, so.
Right. I have no side effects
Yeah.
from the
So-
treatment, and it's good.
For our family, this IVIG has been really a blessing because even as a kid, I knew my dad had always been getting sick. I didn't understand what he had. Now I understand it. I did research projects on it, and I've always been scared of losing him because he does get so sick, and I've seen him get really sick. So it's just comforting to know that he has this treatment now, and it's amazing how well you're doing. So, yeah, I think we're all thankful.
Yeah, and the other thing, I think it's very important to, no matter what you have, is to have a positive attitude and to go on with life and do things as normal as possible, and always think on the bright side, because you don't want to go into looking the opposite way. So always think that there's going to be something good out of it.
That was very good advice for all people with any type of disease and illness, especially coming from you, seeing that you were diagnosed around 30 and probably went 37 years without any type of treatment, and you lived your life sick every day pretty much, and you experienced a lot of bronchitis and
Oh yeah, I always had bronchitis
issues as well. Which, how are your
Pneumonia.
lungs now?
Oh, but they're a lot better. I'm sure they had probably through all that on bronchitis and pneumonias. They probably
damage.
it's probably a little bit, but I'm healthy overall, and so I was always happy for that.
So in the comments below, I would love to hear if any of you know someone with CVID, or maybe you have it yourself. And also, if you have any questions for my dad, I'll have my mom check the comments for this video and have him relay his answers to her. But thank you all for watching. And you have any last comments you want to make?
Stay healthy and try to use natural products as much as possible, and I think everything will help out.
Yeah, which is true. To go as natural as we can will always help, and they know I'm on a journey with my diet and all that, so it all plays a factor, and we can only do as much as we can to help. But thank you, Dad, for being on my channel.
You're welcome.
And I hope you all enjoyed this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and get notified, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.